everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the Patriots going up against the Buccaneers.
Thank you, Larry. With the distinctive pirate ship in the north end zone, we can only be in one place, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a former New Mexico Lobo, it's Jarrell Presley. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a... carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run again with Presley. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On third down, Winston. This will be caught at about the 6. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
On draft night, I kept wondering, why is O.J. Howard still on the board? And they ended out at Tampa at number 19, and they're ecstatic to have this guy who ran 4.51.
Actually, the first time that the Bucs have ever drafted a tight end in round number 1, and they got a good one. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalposts, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the wideout in motion. Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that? Who
are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now a play fake. Brady. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Play clock winding down. Jameis to throw it. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Here's Presley. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Working out of the gun, Winston. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Shaquille Riddick able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now the 6-year man from Cal, Brian Anger, on to kick. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Devontae Freeman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well. Go to something else. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lavonte David leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This is caught, it's Cooks. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. On the run, this is Presley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. From the gun, Winston. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see. Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking? That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here. Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now, Dion Lewis to return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly. In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity. It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right? I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason. It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Looks to be right around the 40. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. Brady to throw on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Brady now on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stat troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Gerald McCoy coming up the middle. Gets him there for a loss of about 9. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And his kick is right through. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Jameis now on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys are picking it off. They're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized. executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away. 2nd
down here after the incomplete pass. Throwing again. Brady. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen, James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. They might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Taliaferro. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 7 yards on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Brady now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
All right, partner, we just saw the second interception of the game against Tom Brady. I'm going to see my eye doctor because I did not really see that, did I?
Well, nobody sees it often. Last year, he threw 2 interceptions all season. Did not throw 2 in a game, so certainly a rarity. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Ready. Blue lady. 4 down. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Easy. 30. Watch your 5.
Following the interception, Winston. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
To throw, Winston. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game. But you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. First down, Winston. Right side caught by Jackson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Winston, and he's got his man on the out route. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
O.J. Howard's career numbers at Alabama are not going to blow you away considering his talent. But the national championship game against Clemson, the one they won, oh, my God, yeah. What a night he had.
That's the game that I remember from his college career. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. The big reason, if not the biggest reason, they won that football game. Winston on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. He's got Evans. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying. And on that play, the prayer was answered.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
For young quarterbacks, having that primary target's a big deal, and Mike Evans serves as that for Jameis Winston. Evans led the league in targets in 2016.
Yeah, went after him a ton. He also was 6th in catches, 4th in yards, and tied for 2nd in touchdowns.
And played in his first Pro Bowl.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun. Winston. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Folk's kick is good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. Red zone opportunity.
Here we go. Green, 39.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Oh, good move. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
Here we go now.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, and it's 3rd and 5.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Hurry up, here we go. Over. Detroit. All right, here we go. Leopard.
So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Brandon Cooks with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now before the second down down play will get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a second down throw for Winston. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third down, Winston. Going up top. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
New England on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. On play action, Winston. Evans has it left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. In the red zone this time. Now a carry here for Presley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second down, Winston. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And his kick is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. On second down, Freeman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Brady. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Brady connecting with Cooks for the Patriot first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
He was a cover guy for Madden in 2016, but I don't think Gronk saw that as being his highlight for the year. What did he have, 25 catches for the season? Only 8 games, went down for good right before Thanksgiving. You know he wants to be back with a vengeance in 2017.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Back now in Tampa. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Robert Ayers. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. He's letting it fly for... That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Into the red zone, it's Brady. It is taken in by Cooks for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
First down throw for Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaquille Riddick in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Shaquille Riddick. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Freeman. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Freeman again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but Let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
In motion, Gronkowski. Throwing is Brady on third down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Following the interception, Winston rolling to his left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Throwing, Winston. Airing this, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Able to get there and pick it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead. It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right? This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. Sliding out of the pocket. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That will be their third and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On third down, that's Lewis. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Throwing on first down is Brady. Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively. And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Second down, and the offense in search of 6 yards. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one. And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Ready. Ready. Seal that.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And this one's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Ready. Blue ready. 3 down, 3 down. 150, 150. Ready. Blue ready.
A second down throw for Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's second down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. To throw again, Brady. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here. Brady going to look to throw. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Gostkowski for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But
through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Oh, design run for their wideout. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Second down following the run.
20.
Well, now they'll try the end around. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Brady going to throw here. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New England, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Godz. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we bid you good night from Tampa.